I'm Anil Kumar, and now let us explore arithmetic series and the basic formulas. We know that sum of first n terms of an arithmetic series could be found using one of these formulas, where nth term can be written as Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 times d, where n is set of natural numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have two examples which will clearly show you when to use which formula. That's the whole idea, right? You should do the calculations and find the answers, but my objective here is to highlight when to use which formula, okay? First question here is, in an amphitheater, seats are arranged in 20 rows. So there are total 20 rows. The first row contains 15 seats, and each row contains 4 more seats than the previous row. How many seats are in the amphitheater? So that is your question. Now what is known to us? It says in an amphitheater seats are arranged in 20 rows. So how many rows are there? 20. We say n, the number of rows is 20. Do you understand? The first row contains 15 seats. That means A is equals to 15. In the first row there are 15 seats, and each row contains 4 more seats. That means common difference D is 4. You get the idea. So in this particular case, we know n, the number of rows, A, seats in the first row, D, by how much they are increasing in each row, common difference. Now the question is, how many seats are in the amphitheater? That means sum of seats, right? That is what we need to find. Now since there are 20 rows, sum of all 20, I will write a subscript 20 here. Do you get the point? That is S of n. Now when you know n, a and d, which formula should you use? You do not know how many seats are there in the nth row, the 20th row. So you cannot use this formula. But you know number of rows, which is 20, number of seats in the first row, which is 15, and common difference. So it is the first formula which you should be using, correct? That is how you have to decide. Let's place these values in the formula. N is 20, so that's the formula. We'll say 20 times 2 times A, 2 times A is 15, plus N is 20, minus 1, times D, which is 4, bracket close, divided by 2. And then we can find the answer using calculator, correct? Simple as that. So let's use the calculator and find what is S of 20. That means number of seats in 20 rows, right? So let's begin from the numbers inside the bracket. So it is 2 times 15, okay, 2 times 15 plus 20 minus 1 is 19, so I'll do 19 times 4 equals to, multiply that by 20 divided by 2, right? So we get 1060 as our answer. Do you get the point? So that is how you should be solving these questions, right? So this is not an easy problem, let me tell you. It's an application question. But if you analyze it properly, you can easily solve it. Now let's look into another application question, which is bricks are stacked in 20 rows such that each row has a fixed number of bricks more than the row above it. The top row has 5 bricks and the bottom row has 62 bricks. How many bricks are in the stack? Now here, what is given to you? Bricks are stacked in 20 rows, kind of similar, n equals to 20. Do you get the idea? Such that each row has fixed number of bricks more than, so we do not know the common difference. We only know it is arithmetic sequence. That is what we know. The top row has 5 bricks, so T of n equals to 5. And the bottom row is 62 bricks. T of 1 is 62. Do you understand? Well, I could have placed T1 here, Tn there. Either way, okay. Okay, strictly I should have written T1 as 5 and T2 as 62. Reason is bricks more than the row above it, right? So we are going up by a fixed number. Okay. But either way, you understand, it could be either way. Now, since we know n, t1 and tn, the formula to be used will be the second one. So we say now the sum of 20 rows, breaks in 20 rows, will be 20 times 5 plus 62 divided by 2, right? So you could first divide 20 by 2 and then add 5 and 62 and then okay. So we'll do 5 plus 62 equals to within the brackets, right? Then times 20 divide by 2. 670. You understand? 670 bricks. How many bricks are in the stack? So we get our answer, which is 670 bricks, right? In the above case, how many seats? We had 1060 seats. I'd like you to go through this video once again so that you understand how to apply the given formulas and get the answer correctly all the time. I hope you appreciate it. I'm Anil Kumar. Subscribe to my videos and learn a lot more. Thank you and all the best.